Well, it looks like relations between the U.S. and China have gone from bad to worse. The U.S. has ordered the abrupt closure of China's consulate in Houston, citing a need to protect American intellectual property and people's private data. Now, Beijing was quick to condemn the move, calling it outrageous and unprecedented. Both the yuan and shares in Hong Kong dropped. And initially, we had stock futures selling off here in the U.S. But since then, things have turned mixed. Let's take a look at those futures right now. We've got Dow futures down more than 50, NASDAQ futures right near the zero line there. And we've got S&P futures off just about 6 points at the moment. All right, I want to bring in our Washington correspondent, Jessica Smith, who has more on the closure of China's consulate in Houston. Good morning, Jess. Tell us more about why the U.S. is doing this.
Good morning. Well, the State Department says the move is to protect American intellectual property and Americans' private information. A spokesperson went on to say that the United States would not tolerate China's egregious behavior, but we don't know exactly what prompted this specific action. Senator Marco Rubio actually tweeted this morning saying that China's consulate in Houston is not a diplomatic facility. It is the central node of the Communist Party's vast network of spies and influence operations in the United States. Now, this is a serious escalation of tensions between the two countries. The relationship has already been rocky amid the pandemic. President Trump has blamed the Chinese government for the pandemic, for the coronavirus outbreak. And just yesterday, the Justice Department accused a pair of hackers from China from trying to steal coronavirus vaccine information. Now, local media in Houston did capture video of what appears to be people burning documents there at the consulate. Police and fire did respond to that, but Houston police say they were not granted access to the consulate.
Oh, that's certainly troubling news. Tell me how else China is retaliating, or what are they promising to do in retaliation?
Well, China has called the move outrageous and unjustified. And then a state newspaper is actually posting a poll asking which American consulate they should close. So we'll definitely be watching this over the next few days to see how China responds here.
All right, I want to, of course, since I have you, talk about the stimulus package, which I know Main Street and Wall Street are hoping for. Any signs that we're making progress there? Because I understand there's concern that we might get the stimulus package, but it won't be for weeks to come until after lawmakers come back from their summer break.
Yeah, well, right now it looks like the administration and Republicans are trying to get on the same page. There are still some things that they need to work out amongst themselves before they really start negotiating with Democratic lawmakers. The Trump administration was on the Hill yesterday, the White House Chief of Staff, the Treasury Secretary meeting with lawmakers. And we did hear from Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. He actually laughed off a reporter's question when a reporter asked if this could be done by the end of next week. So it does look like this is going to potentially drag in to early August. They're wanting to get this done before they go on recess, but it does appear at this point, though things could change, that this could drag on until after those enhanced unemployment benefits expire, which is something that a lot of people are really worried about.
For sure. All right. Thanks a lot, Jessica Smith.